Hey guys, KROOTMAN here, and welcome to another CPU build video. In this video, I'm going to build what I thought would be my last AM4 CPU mining rig, but never say never. Long story short, I've been on the hunt for one more 3900X. Somebody actually sold me a 3900 XT. They originally wanted it for, I think they wanted like 180 local for it, and I offered them 165 shipped. You know, never know. And they took 170 shipped. So I figured I've been paying about 150 to 155 for 3900Xs. Let's give the 3900 XT a go. I've heard some differing opinions on it, so I kind of want to see for myself. So let's go over all the parts in this build. And then after that, I will be doing a quick undervolting tutorial on it. You know, I'll just go over what settings I used, and then I'll plug in the hash rate quickly on hashrate.no and Rapid Mining's calculator. Give him a follow, the OG CPU miner, and we'll see if it's profitable. I mean, it is profitable, but we'll compare it to the 3900X, and I'll give you my thoughts. And I'll also compare the power usage for a 3900X mining rig and the 3900 XT. So without further ado, let's go over the parts. We've got a 3900 XT, paid about 170 for this, shipped. Standard 120 SSD. I'm mining in Windows, so I'm using SSDs. I got these in a lot of, I think I paid 35 bucks for 5. Always befriend your local recycler. So we'll call this like, I don't know, 7 bucks. I had this RAM already from a previous build, but I mean, I didn't pay anything for it, but we'll value it at like 30. It's CL16 3200 megahertz. Then we've got a EVGA 550 Supernova. I've been cannibalizing power supplies from my open air frames. I sold a bunch, but I kept everything under like 600 or everything under 700 because you never know. And then the motherboard, I got a really good deal off someone on my Discord who DM'd me. Really nice guy, so I want to... it's a, I don't know, it's a B550M from MSI. It'll get the job done. He sold it to me for 40 bucks. Originally wasn't going to make another CPU mining rig on AM4, but why not at that price? And then I want to give a big thanks to Zach at 3D Printmaster. He sent me, he sends me, we helped design these together, and he sends me some to test. You know, I kind of help him with what I think the community would want. And this is a special double-sided mount, so I'm going to use that just for this one because I'm out of all the other mounts. And then finally, a big thank you to Deepcool, who sent me enough AK400 digitals to put my entire farm on them. More videos on that in the future. And it really is helpful when it comes to mining on Windows. I can't stress it enough. And these also work on Linux. I have not gotten them to work on Hive yet, but that is a work in progress. Anyway, these are great. I can't recommend these enough. They end up, after using my code, these things only cost $15 more in the US anyway than the standard non-digital model, and the digital settings give you so much. So I'll add up the price of this at the end. So without further ado, let's get into building this thing.
I've been inside trying to get these dollars, trying to make more money than life makes problems. New city, new women now. New weather, new leather, I'ma get it now. Trying to test my patience for it. Do, come and get to know me, baby. Do, I've been by my lonely baby. Put it all on me now. You be all I need, yeah. Bitch don't need no practice, take over the atlas. I just need that traction, then I break her back. You know, hold her, she a cactus. Clubbing with her bad friends, so I don't want no smoke. She gon' smoke to the max, bitch. Jeez. I just walked in, step back, James Harden. You don't want this, little mama, I don't need no practice. I told you I don't need no practice. Talk to you proper, you know that I'm finna go and prosper. I've been here the whole time, now this what they wanna be a part of.
Alright guys, you can see here it is. Here's the finished product. It is done. Not the prettiest, but it's certainly not the ugliest. And when you see the price that this would cost had I paid MSRP for everything, you will see that this is not a bad rig. So let's do the final touch for now and put the trusty 710 on. I need it to install Windows, so I'm going to go ahead and install Windows now, and then I will come back and show you how I overclock it. I did not realize how annoying not having a built-in GPU was until I started CPU mining. Before I was like, well, AMD's smart, they're just saving some money. It's really annoying, and probably one of the reasons that I am most likely done with AM4, unless I find them silly cheap, and onto AM5, which I'll probably talk about in another video coming up. So I will be right back. All right, so you can see it posted. I was, whenever you buy a used board and a CPU used from different sources, you never know. So we're going to overclock this thing now. I think the first thing we're going to do is enable XMP profile. Let's try F7. There we go. You can generally hit F7 to get into advanced mode. So settings, CPU ratio. We're going to do 37.0, 37 megahertz. You can see there. We're going to XMP profile 1. I don't really clock the RAM. I'm sure you could, and I'm sure maybe I will take a rig and attempt to do it. Maybe I'll do it with my 7900 rig and see what you can do, but I've never done it with RAM. So as you can see, I wanted to just go back. I asked the guy I bought this off of if the core voltage was what I needed. I'm pretty sure it was. It never hurts to double check. I moved it to 1.0. Then, as you know, up here, I turned the XMP settings on. I put all core CPU ratio to 3700 for an undervolt. We're good there. Then I went to settings, and then I went to advanced, and I went to integrated peripherals. You want to turn VGA detection off so it doesn't get mad. And then you turn the HD audio controller off. And that's basically all you really have to do. So then you want to hit F10 to save it all, and you can see the settings that I did right here. We're going to do this for now. Obviously, I'll have to up the voltage, or maybe I can even lower it if everything is stable. We will see. I've never messed with one of these before, so this is just me kind of playing around with the 3900 XT, and we'll see how it goes. So now we're actually going to install Windows on this. Well, first we're going to see if it boots again, because if this thing does not boot or I have issues, and it has LED lights which show me, then I'll know I'll have to adjust the voltage again. So we'll be right back. I'll come back to the overclocks if it's not stable, and if it is, I'll just show you it with Windows. Hey, it looks like it booted. Actually, it looks like it's stable. So we're going to go get Windows installed now. So Windows is installed. Deep Cool software is installed. It boots. Everything is good. So now I am going to put this in the garage, and I want to see how much power this uses and how it mines. So here's the CPU testing area. You can see another 3900X rig on. Again, it's amazing. I don't even have to see if it's on. I already know it's mining. But we can see that this one is up, the 3900 XT, and you can kind of see here that it really doesn't do that much more on Random X. All of mine are somewhere in between, like, 12,900 to 13,500, and this thing isn't really doing that much more right now. And you can see right here, we've got the 3900 XT. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the RAM. Maybe I should use different RAM, but I haven't really messed with the RAM too much. So one thing I am going to do is I am going to unplug the GPU, and because I want to get a correct power reading. But I'm probably just going to get a power reading right now because it can't hurt, just to see if the GPU even really uses that much. All right, it's about 123 watts. That's not bad. I wonder if I have this thing undervolted too much. Anyway, 123 watts. All right, so we're booting it up headless now without a GPU, and you know, it's nice when it has the LEDs too, so you can kind of track it, see if it's gonna post. But honestly, you just have to wait for this. If this activates, you know it posted. I know I'm talking about these deep coolers almost obnoxiously, but I really like them, and they make my life a lot easier. See? All right, it's booted in Windows. Now I'm just gonna go remote into it and start the miner. You can tell here it's hashing. I remoted into it to double check as well. All right, let's go get some numbers. You can see that graphics card was only using like 3 watts. So like 119 watts. We'll go with 120 watts probably, just for, you know, argument's sake. All right, so I plugged in my data to Rabbit's calculator. I got about 56 cents a day. You can see the 3900X gets 50 cents, so about 6 cents less. But I'm only comparing 1 to 1, and I'm sure Silicon Lottery applies. You can see the difference. So basically what I'm kind of saying is, if you can get a 3900 XT for like, I don't know, maybe like $15 more, I would be okay with it, I think. If we compare it to the most profitable GPU, for example, right, at its price range, the 4060 Ti, you're looking at the 4060 Ti probably makes about 70 cents right now. Now, I know I'm not mining now I'm talking about the most profitable thing on the 4060 Ti, and I think Cubic is more profitable. Let's look. Well, no, actually, it shows Zephyr is the most profitable right now than Cubic. But I know they're comparable, but I do want to diversify my farm. And let me show you what I paid for this too. You can see what I would have paid for the whole thing had I not already owned some of the parts. I would have paid $360 total. So that's why I picked the 4060 Ti to compare it. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you that as well. So my findings are overall, like I said, the 3900 XT, you can get it close to 3900. I'd go ahead and buy it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this CPU mining build. Please like and subscribe for more CPU mining content. KROOTMAN out.